André Castro is our guest, based in the Netherlands. He is from Portugal, and he will show us, demonstrate a performance that he has done before and is doing today, making chatbots sing. And as you can already see behind me, this is Singing with Anna. Please give an applause to André Castro.
I don't think I need a microphone. I can speak quite loudly. And shall I put some light on? Yes. Welcome. Thank you. I'm gonna make a bit of a presentation on maybe not so much of a performance, but of this work called Singing with Anna, and maybe we'll see how it goes. So this is a performance that it's with me and this person or being, or I'll introduce you to her, called Anna. You probably, does anyone know her? Have you ever talked to Anna? No.
Yeah, I have.
You have? Okay, good. So normally you can find Anna. This is more or less how it looks. I think now she dyed her hair, but I'll show you in a minute. And she works for IKEA. So if you go to the IKEA website, let me see if I go there. Yeah, here on the corner, I'll make it a bit bigger. You see Ask Anna. And I'll show you what it does. So if we decide to click Ask Anna, she says, welcome. Cannot read everything, but I'm automated online assistant, please. Let me get you a bit more of screen. She's outside the screen. Okay, doesn't matter. Yeah. Please ask me a short question about the IKEA product stores or services. So is anyone here has a question for IKEA, for Anna, about IKEA products? Someone that wants a new bed, kitchenware? No? Okay, you say. Let's see. You're very shy. Hi, Anna. We are here in a presentation. How are you? Say well. We are here. I'm fine. Thank you for asking. So we can ask you some. Let's see. What about the new catalog? And the IKEA catalog is distributed in August, September each year. Well, you see, and she opens the page for IKEA catalog. And for this event specifically, I asked if I could use Anna, not on the service of IKEA, but at the service of our current Outfest. So here she is, and I've started working on how she will handle questions from the audience. So right now we still don't have the beautiful graphical interface that we saw with her and moving a little bit, but we made a textual interface so we can actually ask something about the festival. Does anyone have a question about the festival?
When will it start?
When will it start? When will the festival start? And on top of, so yeah, you're asking for opening hours. I added another feature on top of her that was using artificial voice.
Grand Hotel Carolby, Museum Verheden Ogs Aboriginal Quins, Court Belgian Pop Casco, Hoffman Cafe, or Cafe Zoc.
So you see what she does. If you ask, what is your task now?
I work on this website to help people with any questions or queries they might have about the festival's events and services.
So yeah, she's the online assistant for the current festival. But somehow I think that she is. I don't know if she's very happy, but are you happy with her current job?
I'm always in a good mood, so I can help this event customers who need me.
Yeah, but you seem a bit tense.
I can't discuss those sort of feelings or emotions. Please talk to me about this event.
Yeah, well, I actually feel that she's a bit tense. I would like. Would you like another job?
We employ people who really care about customers and colleagues, people who are prepared to work hard and want to do their very best. Everyone is encouraged to use their initiative to question and to try new ways, and we believe strongly
Yeah,
in
I
opportunities.
think she's too good an employee, so I think I'm gonna try to get her to work a little bit more with me now in this work. So she's too diligent. So
at this event, how do I apply for a job? Do you offer training for your employees? What is it like to work at this event?
well, it feels fine to work at this event. Do you want to join me? Oh, again, no.
People who really care about customers and colleagues, people who are prepared to work hard and want to do their very best. Everyone is encouraged to use their initiative to question and to try new ways, and we believe strongly in opportunities for progression and career advancement within the company. You can also read about some of our following job-related topics: job opportunities, job offers for handicapped people, leading positions at the festival. How do I apply for a job? Do you offer training for your employees? What is it like to work at the festival?
Okay, I got the idea.
You can ask me about the UVA feast, concerts, or services anytime.
Concerts, good. Maybe she wants to sing with me.
In the matter of art, one fear you should address someone else. I can help you only with the festival concerts.
Yeah, but matter of art. You seem to fear the audience.
Fears that live darkly, where negatives are developed. If you have a question or query about the festival, please just ask.
I want your voice.
If you want affordable solutions for better living, you're at the right place.
So, this is the point where I give up. I give up.
Don't worry, please let's try again.
I will start stealing from you.
I'm afraid I didn't understand.
Well, I will make music out your voice.
If you want to know the animal materials for the show, you must enter its name or number.
So, the idea from this point onwards is actually try to generate some interesting music out of her, if she allows to do so.
The voice you hear is generated by a special informatic system. It might not be completely human-like, but it is close to it. I'm presenting an answer your questions through or do you do it based on a non-user to have personal opinions. I'll get around to you if you have another question about the festival. You're asking about the festival restaurants. What's the name of the location? Exactly one of the following locations. Sacraments Museum is Upper Theater, Katie Bastard, Lincoln Institute, Children's Star, Michigan Barson, Confederate Law, Lincoln and Cinco, Grand Hotel, Carolyn, Museum, Berkeley, Dollars and Original Prince, Corporate Veteran, Hospital, Castro, Hospital Cafe, or Camp Diusa. Please have a look at our events on the page that I'm playing for you now. As of the 25th of March, we have Meatballs Craft in the restaurant. It will be back in the Swedish food market as soon as stocks are secure. With improvements we now have in place, we are confident that meatballs produced from now on contain no horse meat and live up to our high quality standards every day. Every red. Thanks. I'm happy that you thought that was good. Sometimes you have to trust your feelings, sometimes you I can't help you with that, I'm afraid, but if you need an answer, then do what I recommend. It is a kind of business to do is you want to what you design, functional home, function that is so that it's many people as possible, but you don't have to find them.
Okay, thank you. If you have questions, yeah, I think I can answer, or we can just talk outside about the project.
Thank you, André. I'm not sure if we need this microphone. Are there any questions about this performance and about Anna's bonding with André from the audience?
Is Anna developing? I mean, you've been doing this for a while now. Is she getting better?
The chatbot itself, no. I think it's static. Let's say it's a program made by some company that IKEA actually hires, and her basic fundamental is she's triggered by specific terms, and specific terms, this vocabulary, have a given responses. So say meatballs, we'll do the say on the 23rd of March we'll get the meatballs back into the store, But of course, probably the meatballs are already back on the store, so this is already obsolete. So you see that these things that are very, very fixed and don't change very dynamically. So she has no capacity to actually learn something. It really depends on the humans that are programming her software. So it is very kind of basic one-to-one replies and no intelligence at all. It's more about text processing. I'm sorry, I don't want to disappoint you, but that works. Yeah, no, but and my performance might be getting worse. No.
Have you ever contacted IKEA to ask them if it's possible to develop their chatbot because you're experiencing difficulties in your work because of Anna?
No, and I never thought about that. And I mean, I think the difficulties and sort of this the characteristics itself that I'm appropriating are the most interesting part. So actually, it's not me intervening upon the software that they're developing, but actually exploring the loops and sort of the recursive nature of a computer program in dialogue, and you trying to simulate a human. And sort of exploring these idiosyncrasies in a performance. So if I actually try to improve it, I think it would make it a bit more diluted. But yeah. But I'm also not a programmer. I mean, I'm a copy-paste programmer, so that's not a programmer. And I probably wouldn't be improving her. Yeah. You can also chat with her in Dutch, I think, on the Dutch website. So, yeah, maybe fun. Questions? Anyone else?
Any other questions? Ja? Mag ook in het Nederlands als je wil.
Ja.
Kun je dat iets harder zeggen? Is Anna also built to do other things? Bedoel je voor andere websites? Of, oké. Werkt Anna ook voor andere doelen? Does she have any other jobs?
No, right now she only works with me and IKEA. But in IKEA she speaks with different languages. Oh, actually there's a friend of mine that started doing a thing with her, but he's not didn't carry it on, so I took it a little bit. Yeah.
Dus op dit moment werkt ze alleen met André en eigenlijk werkt ze alleen voor IKEA. Maar een vriend van hem die begint nu ook te werken met Anna. En nou ja, misschien solliciteert ze nog elders op het internet. Moeten we afwachten. Any other questions?
I was wondering if you ever tried different languages with
Yeah, I tried it. I can't recall now. I think so. I think there's some particularities. Although I have to say that Anna is not the most interesting chatbot that I saw so far. There's a Brazilian Portuguese one from Oil Company, and he's really cheeky. He is really cheeky. But that's only in Portuguese. But I would use him. But he's not that popular. Doesn't speak English or other languages. So yeah.
To elaborate a bit on that, you told us before that maybe that's the one you mean. It is a chatbot that is actually more intelligent in the sense that it will grow its capacities. Can you tell us a bit about the actual, let's say, the software that is now available or being developed that might be a different category than Anna, that is actually learning from the process of working with actively with people.
Okay, so I'm really stepping out of the area that I know, but there's some other projects. One called Cleverbot. You can look online for it, and it's a bot that has the capacity to actually learn with the inputs that people insert into it, and sort of from the dialogue. So it enriches its vocabulary as it grows on. but it also generates a lot of nonsense. That's sort of my image of it that I have in my memory. But you can check out Cleverbot and see for yourself. And of course, then there's, you probably hear that in April or March this year there was one robot made by some Ukrainian programmers that actually passed a test for robots for artificial intelligence called the Turing test, and it's quite interesting. But the trick that they used is that this new bot, which I unfortunately cannot recall, but shouldn't be difficult to find. It mimics a 13-year-old boy from Ukraine who's in the US. So his English is not that good, and his answers sometimes are a bit like, "Oh, well, it doesn't matter." But in that way, sort of could portray and convince the juries that this is actually not a machine, but a human being behind it. Yeah, that's about it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Is there maybe one last question from the audience?
Is that learning? Is that only in the intelligence, in the vocabulary, within the time frame that you can recall situations or issues in the past?
No. Well, yeah. No, unfortunately, I don't think Anna stores a database of past conversations. I don't even think that she has a memory. So if you ask her a question and then you say, "Do you understand?" or something that needs the previous question in order to be answered, she doesn't have a memory. I think she doesn't have a memory because the system of how you communicate with her, I think she has this lapse. But one really famous bot called Eliza, I think one of the first ones, she's a psychiatrist, and she actually has a memory, and every time as you go on asking the same question or saying the same thing, because she's the one asking questions, you're supposed to be the patient in a psychotherapist session. And she sometimes says, "Tell me more about it," or what you say about your mother. So she can go back on sort of this kind of insisting on the same thing, and this is quite interesting. So it's a very simple system, but it's very clever because it has this idea of memory in it inherently. And this is a bit what Anna also misses. So you feel it, that it makes it much more poor in terms of dynamic a conversation. It's not just the vocabulary, but it's the fact that there's memory, or in this case, there's not memory there. No. That's nice.
Is Eliza online?
Sorry, Eliza? Yeah, you can find the online emulators for Eliza. So a lot, I think there's a lot of it because it's extremely famous. And one of the quite interesting things about Eliza, so its creator is a computer scientist called Applebaum, I can't remember his first name. But he was working at MIT. At some point he figured out that his secretary was chatting with Eliza. And he was looking over her shoulder, and then she realized this and was extremely like, "Oh, you're entering my privacy. I'm having this chat with Eliza." And he was really struck by this idea that humans then start to believe machines and make a whole point about it. But I think that what actually was happening, and what often happens in this, even when I'm there, and was also when you see when in the interaction, is kind of have a suspension of this or disbelief that we kind of create this narrative around it, and we even know that's a bot there, know that's a computer program, but that's the fantasy that we start to create around it, and that's kind of the point that's very interesting. More than actually, I think the actual intelligence of machines, but that we fantasize and actually grow with these ideas. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, André. Thank you, Anna. She might already be asleep.
Can always recall that.
One last applause for André Castro.